Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing Meeting Space, or it's potentially Meeting Space and Semantics and Discuss. Well, the alternative one anyway. Because yes, it is Tuesday, and it means we are featuring a number. We don't know how many we're going to have. It depends on how quickly I'm able to solve these. Of puzzles from James Sinclair's Artisanal Sudoku series. I'm not entirely sure why a meeting space would be at the top of a mountain, especially if you've got a giant walking towards you, but that's what I came up with today. Anyway, I'm going to save the time, not a long intro, and just take a look at the first puzzle, which is Meeting Space by James Sinclair. And the following set of rules. So, normal Sudoku rules apply, and all clues are standard. The normal Sudoku rules, you know what that means. Place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box, so that's the first one. Palindromes, so the grey lines are palindromes, which contain the same sequence of digits in either direction. So it essentially means that this digit, whatever it is going to be the same one in here. And then the second one is going to be the same as the second to last one, etc., etc. The shorter ones are a little bit more obvious. These two cells are going to be the same. Quadruples, so a digit within a white circle must appear in one of the 4 surrounding cells of that circle. They all happen to have 4 digits in them, so essentially this cell is saying 1, 2, 3, 4 are somewhere within these 4 cells around that circle. Digits in a cell with a shaded square must be even, so that would be this one along here, so that would have to be 2, 4, 6, or 8 for it to be even. And digits in a cell shaded a circle must be an odd. So this cell here would have to be 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. Fairly straightforward set of rules. As always, if you want to play along, link will be in the description down below for you to do so. And I know I'm rushing this a bit, but I want to see how many puzzles we can get through today. Link in the description down below, you know what to do. With that said, I'm going to restart the clock and see how I get on. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 with 3, 5, 8, 9. What is the common digit? 3. I need a 5 in these 4 cells and a 5 in these 4 cells, so the one that overlaps is this one. That means these 2 cells are 8, 9. 1, 4, 6. Yeah, I think I can actually use that. So this has to be the 6 because it's 6, 7, 8, 9 here. And the remaining digits of 1, 4, 6. So that has to be the 6. And these are 1, 4. It also means the rest of this box is 2 and 7, I'm going to say. And then these cells are 7, 8, 9. Right. Let's use, actually, we know these are also 1, 2, 4. Right, the palindromes. So this has to be an odd digit. It is 7, 8, or 9. It is, in fact, 7 or 9, and I can remove an 8. And to make sure that I don't forget that these 2 cells are the same, I'm going to color them to remind myself. These 2 cells have to be the same. It is an odd digit. I only have 1 and 4. It is a 1. These 2 are the same. It's also an odd digit. It can only be a 9, and therefore this is my 8. This is my 9, and this is my 9. I apparently can't select. This is an odd digit, and the only one available is a 2. Sorry, is a 1, because the 3 is already gone. So that's 2, 4, 2, 7. Actually, that 1 gave me a 4. Fantastic. Right, 2, 4 in here, 8 in there, just doing the second palindrome, 4 in there. And then this has to be an even digit, and the only even digit that I have would be an 8 from 7, 8, 9. So that's the 8 done. So I'm just having a look around to see anything obvious. So 9s are not here. 9 can't be this cell because it needs to be in one of these 4 cells, so that's the 9. This is 4, 5, 6 now. And this is the same, and I just can't see it being excluded by anything, so I think this is it for now. These cells, well, they can't be 4 and they can't be 3, so this is 5 or 9. And they can't be 5 or 9 because one of these 2 cells is a 9, and these 2 cells have to be the 5. Hopefully that made sense. If it's a 9, I can't put 9 in either of them, and I need 9 in one of them. So that means that this is 3, 4, 9. Not a 3, that's 4 or 9. This is 3, 4, 9. It's not a 4 because I've got a 2, 4 pair looking at it. That's the 4. Then I have 1, 4, 5, 8. 1 is in here, 8 is in there. Just paying attention to Sudoku. 4 is joining the 8 actually, because of this 4. So that can't be a 1. This has to be the 1, and therefore this has to be the 5. Eight and 8. 8 is in one of 3 cells. Not very useful. 8 and 8. 8 is actually just placed. 8 is just placed. And then 8 is in one of 2 cells. In fact, 8, 8. That is 8. And that, I think, is 8's done. So let's just have a think around what is left. That can't be 5, because the 5 needs to be in here. In fact, the 9 is up there, as is the 1. 1, 9, and 5. So is it rotationally symmetrical? And I just haven't been paying attention this entire time. No, because there's a 6 here, but no 4 there. So ignore that. Well, I'll come back to it later. 8, 4, and 8. 1 and 9. Don't know why I know these. Actually, that's not a 5. Therefore, this is 5 and 5. So I know these for some reason, but not these. Actually, that 9 gave me 7, 7, and 9, which also gave me 2 and 7. This 2-4 pair, for one reason, is just not resolved this entire time. Not a 7. There's a 7 in here. There's a 2 or 4 in there. And, well, it's not both. So, no, it's not enough. What am I missing? I need a 3, which absolutely could be in one of these 2 cells. Yeah, I'm going to move on. Have I missed any other variants, or should I just be focusing on Sudoku? Normally, the answer to that question is more Sudoku, please. So that's a 5. That's a 5. I think that's all the 5's done. 1's nearly. Not quite. Yeah, that's a 1. That's a 9. That's a 1. Which means that's a 1. That's a 1. That's 1's done. So 1's, 5's, and 8's are done. 9 in here gave me 3 and 9 a while ago. Presumably I have something that will disambiguate this for me. That 9... No. Doesn't matter. 8 and 7 are not here. In fact, 8 is only in... No, I've already placed 8. Excuse me. 7... Right. No clue. Shall we move on? I'd like to. I'm just kind of struggling to see what's the easy winnings. So these are 2, 7, and 4. 4s are not here. That's a 4. This is a 2, 7 pair. This is a known digit that is 6. That is another known digit that is... I am having a senior moment here. What have I done wrong? Why am I... I've definitely done something wrong. That has to be the same as this. So that's 4. Go figure. How did I place it over here? I don't know. We're going to move on. We're just going to assume it was a typo at some point and just, like I said, move on. So these are 2, 6, 7. That's not a 7. And I am just down to Sudoku. I think I've used all the palindromes. I've used all the quadruple circles. So I just need to pay attention, which is sometimes easier said than done for me. This is 6 or 7. Can't be a 2. This is can't be 7. That is 6. That is 7. That is not 7. This is 2, 6. That is 7. That 2, 6 is not resolved. That's fine. I need a 2, 3, and 7 in here. 7s are not there. That's 7. 2 and 3. This is not 2. That's 3. That's 2. That's 3. That's 2. That's 6. That's 2. Lovely. And in here I need a 9, which is there. Then 4 and 6, I'm going to say. That's 4, that's 6. This is known. 3, 2, 4, 4. This is also known 6, 3, and 7, unresolved. Known digit 3, 6 and something, 2 and 6, not resolved. So another 3, 7 in here, plus a 2. 2, 7, 3, 7. So another 2, 6, and 7 again. That's 7, that's 2, that's 6, that's 2. Right, to finish up, I need 3 and 4. That's 3, that's 4. I need 3, which can only be in here. I need whatever this is, 6. I need the remaining, which is 9. And then if I've not made any other mistakes, that is a 6 for the finish. Excellent puzzle, under 10 minutes. We keep going. Next one is Semantics by James Sinclair. And actually entirely different variants. So we've got normal Sudoku rules, and then we've got killer cages and thermometers. Killer cages, the sums of the digits inside each cage must equal to the small number in the top left corner. So these 3 cells have to be 19, these 3 are 14, etc. Then thermometers, digits on a thermometer increase from the bulb end. So if this cell is a 1, this would have to be 2 or greater. It doesn't have to be in regular steps. That could be a 4, for example, step of 1, step of 2. What I couldn't do at any point is actually decrease away from the bulb end across that thermometer. That's all the rules. Let's crack on. This is 1, 2, 3. That can't be 1. That is 2. That is 3. That is 1. That is 1. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. And that has to be the 7, the 8, because neither of them can be the 9, and therefore this is the 9. These are 4, 5, 6s. Not hugely useful. What else? So interestingly, here is something. This cannot be 4, 5, 6 because it would break this cell. So I need a higher digit than 6 in here, and 7 and 9 are not available. That has to be an 8. These 2 cells to get to 11 have to add up to 3. So 8 and 1, 2, that's 11. Can I repeat the same trick in here? So my guess is I can do 4, 5, 6. Can I? Why did that work here? But not, oh yeah, it's just different. So 7 and 9. I need a 1 somewhere. Fact, where is 1 and 2 in this? The short answer is they're not smaller than 3. Even if this is 1 and 2, that is at least a 3. So that's 1, 2. Then I have 4, 5, 6, and a 3. And the 3 can't be bigger than this 3. So that's the 3, that's 2, that's 1, that's 2, that's 1. We'll figure out what this is. That is not a thermometer, never mind. For a second I was panicking, thinking it's not 1, 2, or 3. These are 4, 5, 6s, except that is 4 or 5. This is 5 or 6. Lovely. 8s are not here. Okay, so 3 means that these 2 cells need to add up to 10. Neither of which can be 1, so 1, 9 are gone. 2, 8 are gone. 3, 7 are gone. This has to be 4, 6. Now, both work because this is 1, 2, 3. The 4 and the 6 are both bigger. If it's 6, that would be 7. That would be 8. It's all fine. Not seeing the challenge. 1 and 2 in here means this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's only 1 degree of freedom. So I may as well. Now 6, 7 actually does work with a 1 in here to get to 14. 5, 6 would be 11, and this would have to be 3 to get to 14. So 1, 2, 3 in here. 7, 8, 9, not 1, not 3. Technically I can get away with 2, can't I? I can do 2 with 8, 9. Yeah. Actually 2 and 1, that's 1, that's 2. 1 can only be in here. 2 has to be there. Just Sudoku at this point. 7 has to be in here. 8 and 9 cannot be in any of these cells, so that's the 8 and 9. And then these digits have to be smaller than 7, which actually can include the 6. In fact, the 3 can't be in any of these, so that's a 3, 7. And therefore this is 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. What are you doing, sleuth? One, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. That is 4, 5, 6. And then the 7 can't be there. Hang on. We said ones, and 1. So none of these had to be here. Yes. Once I placed the 1, the 2, the 2, and the 2 could have been here. That's the mistake I made. And it almost certainly needs to be. So I said something about 3s and 7s are here. Then I can't have 4, 5, and 6. So I do need to have another digit to break it up. So that's got to be the 2. Then it's again 4, 5, 5, 6. And then there's another 4, 5, 6 in here, which gives me a triple with the 3 and 7. That's got to be the 2. And then I have another 4, 5, 6 in here, which would give me a 4, 5, 6 triple in the row, but then more importantly in box 4. So that has to be 7, 8, and 9. Fairly sure this can no longer be a 3 now. Yes, but 1 and 2 both work. 4, 5, 6 in here means this is 8 and 9. That's 8, that's 9. There's 4, 5, 6 and a 3, which I can't tell where it is. 3 or 4 still, 15 cage, interesting, but not enough. 19 cage, that's a 2, which means this is 8 and 9. That's the 9, that's the 8. That means there's a 9 in here. I think we're very nearly done with 9s, aren't we? 9s and 9s. I'm kind of surprised by this. And 9s, there you go. That means that's 8 and 9. So 8 has to be in here with Sudoku. 8 is in there as an 8-9 pair. But 8 is in one of these 2 cells, so not resolving. 8 and 9, that can't be 8 because that can't be 9. So that's not 8, that is the 8. Come on, 8, 9, 8. 9 I meant to say. Right, better. So remember, we have a 4, 5, 6. And then a 3, 7, a 3, 7. I think that's everything. I think I need to do something about the 15 cage. That feels like the next thing to just bring it all together. Or maybe 2 is in here, forcing 2 to be one of these 2 cells. 1 is in there, forcing 1 to be in here. So this is a 1-2 pair. Remember, I have 4, 5, 6 plus a 3. I can't tell which is which. That's a shame. Right, 9 and 8 means this is at most 7. That can't be 6, therefore, so that has to be 4. This has to be 6. This is 5, 6. This is 6, 7. Right, that feels like it's almost like it's adding up to 10 with a 5 in here, but technically I can use extremes, like smallest of these 2 would be 6 and 3, that's 9. Doesn't quite work. Essentially I would have, these are my options, 4, 5, and 6, but I don't think I can make a 6 in here, because I would need to get to 9, but I think I can make 4. 7 and 4 is 11. Still doesn't work, does it? Because that would require a second 4 to get to 15. So it feels like I'm being forced with the 5 in here, which is like a really weird deduction. Can't make it 3. Yes, because that can't be 5. 3 and 7 gets me to 13, and then, sorry, 3 and 7 gets me to 10, and then that's not a 5. So yeah, that is 5. Then I have another 3, 4, and another 6, 7. So 3 4s are done. 3 4s are done. That's a 3 4 pair. These two digits are 7 and something. 5 and 7. Not a 7 in here. So there's another 3 4. And then a 6 somewhere. Yeah, tricky. 3 4 or 6 7, also tricky. So I've kind of used a 15 gauge, kind of. Let's think about what is going on here. 4, not a 4. So I have another 5, 6, and a 7 in here. That's not a 5, that's a 6, 7 pair. Not very helpful. Five, six, seven, triple, more helpful. Is that 1, 2 pair again? Then another 4, 5, 6, and then 3 and 7. What's going on? 5, 6 means this is 3, 4. Therefore, that is 5. That is 6. 5 leaves me both options. 6 and 7. That is 13. That's 1. That's 2. That's 1. That's 2. And then 3, 7 with 4, 5, 6. Not helpful. 3, 4 pair. Actually, 3, 4 pair that way in column 2 is more helpful. This is 6, 7. Unresolved. And it looks like another 3, 4 pair. So 3, 4, 3, 4, 6, 7. Then another 3, 4, and a 5. Tricky puzzle suddenly. This is 3, 4, 5, almost a triple. Not quite. The fact that these two have to add up to 10 has to be useful somehow. Just can't quite see how yet. Yeah, I can't see it. Can't see it. Hang on. 6. Sleuth. Come on. 5. Not 5. 6, 7 pair. 5. Neither of which are 5. There has to be a 5 now in one of these two cells and a 5 in here. Which is another 4, 6, which is not enough. 5, 7, 5, 7. Okay. Actually, that 6 is much more helpful. That's 5. That's 4. That's 6. That's 5. That's 4. This is 3, 6, 7. That's not a 4. That is a 4. That means this is 3, 6, 7, not a 6. 3, 7. 3, 6, 7, and then 3, 6. And therefore this is 3, 4, 6. I don't know what I'm doing now. 3, 7, and 4. That's the 4. This is the 3, 7. That is not a 4. That's a 3, 6 pair. That's 4. That's 3. That's not 3. Doesn't help me resolve these. That 3 doesn't do enough. Not enough. Okay. So we have another 3, 6, 7 and a 5. That's 5. This is 3, 6, 7. It's not a 3, it's 6 or 7. That's 6, 7 pair, that's a 3. 6, 7 pair, that's a 3. That's 7. That's 6. That's 7, 3, 6. How is any of that helping me? Surely, yep, 7, 6, 7, 3, 5, 4, 3, which means 4, 6, 7, 6, 7, 5, 7, and then, yeah, 3 and 4, 7, and if I've not made any mistakes, 6 for the finish. Right, I am very tempted to do the third puzzle, but now I'm around 20 minutes. and the third puzzle is the hardest. So I am going to call it, here. I'm going to stop. Hope you guys enjoyed the kind of double act, and I'll see you back soon. Bye bye for now.